What up, everybody? Welcome to Aki TV. Subscribe below if you're trying to get smart about the minute. If you're trying to get dumb about a second, don't. And listen. Let me know if y'all can see me, because my service is kind of messed up. But make sure y'all stay tuned to Split Decision. That's my new show I'm dropping. I'm hosting it every Monday and dropping every Monday at noon. So be on the lookout for that. We talked about Shawn Porter fight versus Errol Spence, the fight of the year, possibly one of the best fights of the decades. This fight reminded me of the Morales versus Barrera, Manny Pacquiao versus Marquez. This shit was a war, the Duran versus Leonard. It was that type of a fight, so it was definitely a fight I will remember, so in my opinion, a lot of people are reaching, saying Shawn Porter won the fight. Like, it's different between a guy, giving the guy the work, winning a couple rounds, but you can't claim he won the fight. There's no moral victories in the sport of boxing. Just because everybody thought Shawn Porter was gonna get knocked out doesn't mean he won the fight. You know what I mean? Like, I gave Shawn Porter 4 rounds. That being said, plus the knockdown that Errol Spence, scored, there's no way you could have the fight scored for Shawn Porter. You know what I mean? Like, one judge had it 115, 111. That's 4 to 5 points, I believe, that he had Shawn Porter up. How can you give Shawn Porter 9 to 10 rounds? There's no way. Errol Spence outlanded him with headshots, body shots, power shots, you name it. Errol Spence outlanded him. You know what I mean? Like, I give Shawn Porter a lot of credit here on my respect, because he performed better than I expected. But that's also due to Errol Spence fighting the wrong game plan, which is pressure Shawn and fight him in the inside toe-to-toe while being stationary the whole fight. You know what I mean? But credit to Shawn, he took advantage of that. I believe if Errol Spence fought Shawn Porter the way he fought Bundu, he would have made it an easier night. However, he chose not to, and he chose to go to war. That being said, doesn't mean Shawn Porter won the fight. Like, people are reaching. That's like saying Luke Campbell beat Lomachenko just because he gave him the toughest fight of his career, according to Lomachenko, right? Like, it's a no-brainer that Errol Spence clearly won the fight. However, it was a great fight because even the rounds that Errol Spence won, Shawn Porter did perform well. He did not lose like the round by a massacre or none of that. He was in the fight. Like, some rounds, Errol Spence will land 30 punches. Shawn Porter will land, like 10, 15 punches in return. He still got outlanded by double, but it don't matter because he's still in the fight. Doesn't mean he won the round either. You know what I mean? Like, don't give credit where credit is deserved. Fighters fight for this shit. Fighters put their life on the line for this. So you can't just give a fighter the round just because you want to be generous. Nah, you gotta peep Errol Spence putting Shawn Porter on the ropes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? My man Stocking said, do you think Danny stops Errol Spence? Do you think Errol Spence stopped Danny Garcia? Well, Danny, he sees something. He thinks that Errol Spence is stationary. That being said, he stated that he could take advantage of that. Now, I don't see Errol Spence stopping Danny Garcia to the chin, because Danny Garcia got even possibly a better chin than Shawn Porter. But I do see, I can see Errol Spence stopping Danny Garcia to the body, but he won't fight Danny Garcia the way he fought Shawn Porter, because Danny Garcia is not Shawn Porter. Danny Garcia has a basic style that works for him, and he doesn't have the footwork of Shawn Porter. And keep in mind, Shawn Porter beat Danny Garcia. So I believe Errol Spence will fight Danny Garcia more so how he fought Mikey Garcia, by being smart and calculated and boxing him more so than pressuring him, because that would be the smart game plan in my opinion, because Danny is the power puncher. He ain't no Shawn Porter. He ain't just gonna throw a punch give a punch to throw a punch. Nah, that ain't Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia more calculated. Danny Garcia is more so a counter puncher. You know what I mean? So I definitely see Errol Spence winning that fight, but I don't know if it's gonna be a stoppage or not. It's hard to keep that man down motto in the pros at the top level. He might have to change it to man up, because now all these fighters are manning up after the roles are reversed, right? After Errol Spence became the man of the division. So go ahead and click on the like button and all that, you know what I'm saying? And check out my new show, Split Decision. It's dropping tomorrow. We're talking about all this, all the things people have been talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's an hour-long show, so check it out. My man said, I don't think he had a chance to hurt. Well, if he fought Shawn Porter the way he should have, which is by boxing, he could have. Because, see, the thing is, Errol Spence couldn't use his jab like he wanted to because he was stepping forward. And Shawn Porter was looking to counter the jab. That being said, when a fighter is coming toward you, right, and he using his jab and he's trying to close the gap, Shawn Porter move his head and could close the gap way quicker. If Errol Spence used his jab backing up and... My bad, somebody calling me and all that, but hopefully nobody... Okay, everything good. Tell me if y'all can see me or not, but let me text this dude real quick. My bad, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Had to deal with a text message and all that. But because Errol Spence was going forward, not stepping around while using his jab, throwing a check right hook while pivoting at the same time, kind of like Terrence Crawford did, like he did versus Bundu, I believe he could have walked Shawn Porter into a shot and knocked him out. But he forced a knockdown. And the quickest way to get knocked out is try to knock somebody out. But keep in mind, like I said previously, Errol Spence, prior to the fight, he said, I'm going forward. This ain't no Mikey Garcia fight. I'm pressing for a knockout. I'm pushing for a knockout. He lived up to what he said as far as doing what he was supposed to. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, he did not fight his fight. He fought Shawn Porter fight. And he beat Shawn Porter at his own game. He told Shawn Porter prior to the fight, I got more dog than you. And he showed fight night that he had more dog than him, because in the championship round, he dropped him. Shawn Porter was gassed out from all the body shots. And Errol Spence, like I said, showed that he had more dog than him. I still give Shawn Porter credit because, like I said, I thought Errol Spence was stopping his ass. But, you know what I'm saying? The man had heart. The man was willing to die in the ring on some Joe Frazier shit. You know what I mean? Like, this was some Thriller in Manila type of fight. I think Errol Spence is possible. Hold on. Yeah, he definitely draining himself at 147. The man might want to go up and weight, but he better give the at him tremendously. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you on that. Go ahead. And hey, hold on. You said Errol Spence lost the fight. So did Luke Campbell beat Lomachenko? If you think Luke Campbell beat Lomachenko, then okay, I'll let you slide with saying Errol Spence lost to Shawn Porter. Quit being retarded, bro. Like, Errol Spence outlanded Shawn Porter. Errol Spence landed the power shots. Errol Spence knocked his ass down. So how can you say Errol Spence lost that fight? Even Shawn Porter himself didn't say that shit. That's how you know you're a biased fan. So go back and go to the Aki University and graduate before you talk to me. Huh? Talk to me nice, not twice. Exactly. You already know. And y'all gonna get me in an accident out here. I think if Spence can get a payday versus Pac-Man. Hold on, I gotta read what he said. Hold on. He's saying some interesting things. He need to move up to 154. Yeah, I agree with you, but he do need to fight Terrence Crawford though, because if he don't, you know what I mean, it's gonna make him look bad. And he said he wanna become undisputed, so he has to see Terrence Crawford, man. And keep in mind, like, if Shawn Porter fought Terrence Crawford, he would have gave Terrence Crawford a hard time due to his style. But I believe Terrence Crawford would stick to his game plan by boxing smart and fight his fight. Errol Spence fought Shawn Porter fight and beat him at his own game, you know what I mean? So if he would have fought his own fight, it would have been a different story. Hold on, I gotta see where I'm at, you know what I mean? Spence is not as good as y'all been saying. Well, anybody that would walk forward the way he did against Shawn Porter, that would have been a disaster. But Errol Spence showed that he cut from a different cloth. So like, what is you saying? We not, like, the man gets hit. It's not like he a Floyd Mayweather as far as his reflexes. He doesn't have the upper body movement of a Floyd Mayweather. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know what you expected. You probably thought Shawn Porter was a killer or something. He is a killer. He is stuck by his motto, man down. He still dropped Shawn Porter, but at the end of the day, at the top level, who beat Shawn Porter up the way Errol Spence did? Keith Thurman didn't. Danny Garcia didn't. So obviously he performed way better than they did fighting Shawn Porter fight. You know how many times Keith Thurman held? You know how Keith Thurman moved in that fight? And it was a close fight. It was a close fight. Keith Thurman won by 1 round. Errol Spence lost 4 rounds against Shawn Porter. Only 4, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So just because he won 4 and the other rounds that Errol Spence won was close, but he still won them rounds. If Errol Spence lands 30 punches and Shawn Porter lands 15 punches, you can't be generous and give Shawn Porter fucking the round because you don't like Errol Spence. Nah, that's not the way to go, you know what I mean? So you got to be fair. You got to take your feelings out of this. If you like Errol, you still got to be fair to Shawn. And that's what I did. And he did not win that fight, you know what I mean? So who looked? Hey, knowledge is power. You owe me some money. You owe me $50. I ain't see you at all. He said, hey, knowledge is power told me. He was like, listen, bro, I got Shawn Porter. And he was nowhere to be seen. I was like, man, you supposed to inbox me on Instagram at Aki TV or on YouTube. Like, what happened, bro? What happened, fam? My man disappeared. Oh shit, my man said he got my and he said he got me. That's what's up. Okay, you a real one. Knowledge is power. But I give you credit. You know what I'm saying? You at least picked Porter, and Porter had a chance. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I checked, but I didn't see you. Because I thought you DM'd me. You probably followed me, but I don't even know who be followed me. So, like, you know what I'm saying? DM me and, like, let me know what's up. But, yeah, man, that's my man, though. You know what I'm saying? We're just having fun out here. But, yeah, it was definitely a good fight, though. I give you that. Your man didn't get knocked out. At least I said he was going to get knocked out. However, he didn't get knocked out. So, you know, props to him for actually surviving the fight, you know what I mean? But let me read the comments real quick, because my man in the building, hold on, he said Spence should have moved, bro. He too big for 147. Yeah, he definitely draining himself making the weight, you know what I mean? He said Spence haven't fought any top level fighter yet. What you talking about, bro? He beat Kell Brook. He beat Lamar Pearson. He beat Mikey Garcia, a top pound-for-pound fighter. He just beat Shawn Porter. Like, what is you talking about, man? Go do your homework. People act like Porter is a bum. He gave everybody hell. Exactly, my man. Like, he would give Bud hell. I agree with you. And then on top of that, like, people forget that Shawn Porter is a fighter who gives everybody a tough fight. Not just that. He also a fighter that never been dominated. He also a fighter that he stay having close fights against the top level fighters. You know what I mean? So Errol Spence beat him clearly, in my opinion. He just struggled in the process because he fought Shawn Porter fight and he still won. So, you know what I mean? Like, give Shawn Porter his credit. Best believe Shawn Porter ain't no Luke Campbell. It ain't no Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell is not even a champion. Porter is a two-time world champion. Luke Campbell lost to Linares and was fighting for a vacant belt. So, Garcia and Porter he really a 147 pounder? Was he okay? This is how I know you don't know the sport of boxing. It's okay, casual fan. Come to the Aki University. You know what I'm saying? You finna graduate real quick. So Garcia fought at 140. He moved up like everybody else. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got his ass beat, right? It's still a top level pound for pound fighter. Shawn Porter, he ain't 147 pounder. He moved down from the 168 division. He fought Usyk, who's a heavyweight fighting today. He beat him in the amateurs. He fought Jacob in the amateurs. He moved from 168 to 160 to 154 to 147. So he a big dude. So do your homework. No, he ain't 147 pounder. He 168 pounder. You know what I mean? So, and you talking about being 147 pounder. I got your 50, fam. Yeah, hey, knowledge is power, man. You the GOAT, fam. You know what I'm saying? Your word is your bond, huh? You the man. But yeah, I definitely hit you up on Instagram and all that. I mean, I respond and all that. Spirit of justice. Oh, over here about to bring justice and shit. Hurd versus J-Rock, the only fighter touching this. Hey, J-Rock, I mean, I got J-Rock winning the rematch, but J-Rock versus Errol Spence at 154, that's a tough fight, you know. And especially if Errol Spence fight Hurd the way he fought Shawn Porter. But Hurd, man, he ain't got no defense, man. Your boy, he was moving his head all night. You know what I'm saying? Spence was Shawn Porter was moving his head all night. Spence shot should move up. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Can Spence stop J-Rock? I don't know, man. J-Rock tough, bro. But I mean, I don't know. Like I said, that's tough to call. I got to see how he look at 154. But I believe Errol Spence will be a better fighter at 154 than at 147. In my opinion, he draining himself to make the weight. You know what I mean? So definitely at 154, he definitely will be a better fighter than he is at 147. You know what I mean? Man, Porter at the 11th round, he got his ass dropped. Stop playing. Talking about he's still in denial. Denial of what? Shawn Porter lost, bro. Like, man, get a life, man. Don't want to see Spence versus Garcia. Rather see beat Pacquiao in the Cowboy Stadium or go 154. I agree with you. But, you know, tables turn. Now they want to call him out and shit. But I see Errol Spence stopping Manny Pacquiao still. I don't see Manny Pacquiao surviving an Errol Spence beatdown. And Spence... And Manny ain't no Crawford as far as his awkwardness and all that, but he got the hand speed and all that shit. As long as there's VADA testing going on, I got Errol Spence all day. He will win regardless, but if it's VADA testing, he definitely winning by knockout. Knowledge is power. Spence, J-Rock will be a great fight, but Spence will stop J-Rock. Yeah, I would favor Errol Spence, but it'd be a good fight. Porter mentally drained the average fighter. That's how I know you're retarded, because Shawn Porter was the one drained at the end of the fight. Errol Spence was the one keep coming forward, and he dropped Shawn Porter in the 11th round because Shawn Porter started making silly mistakes. So go back and watch the fight, because Shawn Porter the one who got drained. That's how I know you don't know shit about the sport of boxing. Shawn Porter has the best resume at 147. Yeah, he got the best resume, but he ain't winning. He lost to Keith. He lost to Errol. You know what I mean? He lost to Kell Brook. I mean, like, you look at Errol, he beat Kell Brook. He beat Shawn Porter. He beat Lamar Pearson. He beat Mikey Garcia. So, you know what I mean? He got better wins. Alex, facts all day, huh? You already know what time it is. Rocks. Randy, what's up? What's up, Aki? Salute, fam. Who the hell is Randy? Hold on. I didn't skip Randy. What did Randy say? Oh, yeah, Randy. Yeah, Randy, that's my guy. But, yeah, I agree with you on that. He fought the most fighters at 147. And I don't know why. Like, he gave everybody hell. Let's not act like everybody beat Shawn Porter or dominated him. Like, nobody dominated Shawn Porter, bro. Like, stop playing. Spence would stop J-Rock. Nah. I mean, it's like I said, it's debatable, but J-Rock could fight. That's my guy. You know what I mean? But Errol definitely at 154 will be a better fighter because he's draining himself. Aki, who's next for Spence? I would like to see him versus Manny Pacquiao. To be a pay-per-view star in the sport of boxing, man, we got to have somebody, right? Spence power sucks. What's up with this dude, bro? Like, did Errol Spence steal your girl, Karik? Errol Spence is Mr. Steal your girlfriend or something, bro. Like, you look like you got a personal vendetta against him. Like, bro, damn, we just talking boxing, bro. If you ain't being realistic, get out of here. Sport 101, you a real one. What did he say? Oh, I see his comment. I'm hearing Spence beat J-Rock in the amateurs. Yeah, he beat him in the amateurs, so. And we'll see how they look. J-Rock got way better. Knowledge is power. Pac-Man not fighting Spence after that fight. It shows Spence don't get tired. Spence forget Spence can punch 1,000 punches. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But hey, if Errol Spence was gonna look vulnerable at any point, like he had Danny Garcia go in the ring and call him out. Manny Pacquiao stated in the past, speed is the key to beat Errol Spence. So he must believe some way he could beat an Errol Spence if Errol Spence slowed down. So Errol Spence showed a little vulnerability because he was too stationary trying to prove a point. So I don't know, man. Like, he might take the fight, and I hope he do. But I do agree with you. If I have to put my money on it, like, I would say he won't fight Errol Spence next because he still throw 1,000 punches around. He said Porter nearly walked him over. What are you talking about? Errol Spence was walking down Shawn Porter the whole night. Errol Spence was punishing him on the ropes, keeping him on the ropes. Like, bro, you retarded, man. Go watch ping pong or goddamn WWE because you sound stupid. Raising at lean. J-Rock is tough and get better. Yeah, J-Rock is a good fighter, man. Look, man, J-Rock, yeah, like don't do that shit because I know J-Rock, like, don't, and I like Errol, so, but I will say Errol wins the fight, but I think it'd be a great fight. I'll leave it at that because I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? That's my man. Pacquiao will eat 147 for lunch. What that mean? Like, what you trying to say? Like, what do you mean he gonna eat 147 for lunch? Like, Errol Spence will eat him for breakfast. What you talking about? I agree. That's why the fight took so long. What fight? Will beat the break out of Manny Pacquiao. We don't want that smoke. You already know, huh? He don't want that smoke. Manny Pacquiao don't want that smoke. 41-year-old Pacquiao will be trouble for Errol Spence. Hell no. Errol Spence will beat his ass. Bro, Shawn Porter just awkward as shit. Errol Spence is fast, but he a southpaw. Errol Spence will keep him in the outside all night. Like, he got tremendous footwork, but I'm trying to tell y'all, people so, like, as soon as they see a fighter have a tough fight, it's all over. Like, nah, bro. Like, watch Errol Spence's next fight against Danny Garcia, if it's Danny Garcia, and everybody gonna snitch their opinion. But boxing is like hip hop today. Everybody judge you, but based on your last album. If your last album don't sell, you washed up. If you look vulnerable in one fight, you know what I mean, you beatable. So we'll see. Matt Pacquiao apparently don't agree with you because he ain't taking the fight, right? He need to stay in shape. Can't get too heavy. Yeah, he do blowing weight, so he need to start be careful with that because it's getting hard for him to make the weight, so I think that's affecting his power too. Goofy Dudes was saying Porter was hating on him before Saturday night. Exactly, bro. Like, if you think Porter won the fight, that's like saying Luke Campbell beat Lomachenko. That's like saying Pacquiao beat Floyd. Like, bro, man, stop that stupid shit. We know what time it is. Pacquiao is too slow. Spence is too slow for Pacquiao. E140. Oh, well, Jeff Horn. Pacquiao was Jeff Horn was too slow for Pacquiao too, and he almost beat him, right? And best believe Porter might beat Pacquiao at this point. Stop playing. Brooklyn in the house, huh? Brooklyn all day, you heard? Yeah, keep saying Earl beat Kell Brook. He beat him badly. Okay, okay. Okay, well, GGG, he almost beat GGG. What you talking about? GG overrated looking ass. And then Brook fought Errol Spence, and Errol Spence broke his other eye. So don't make no excuses. He broke his other eye. Knowledge is power. We all know Pacquiao was on PEDs versus Thurman. Yeah, that's why he turned down that VADA testing. We all know what time it is. He don't want no smoke with no clean fighter. And Errol Spence will beat him with steroids. How about that? Spence resume is just starting. This is his first fight. What's you? That's how I know you retarded because what is it? Hold up. Karik. That's how I know you retarded because if you're gonna say that, Kell Brook beat Shawn Porter. Kell Brook is a better fighter than Shawn Porter. And Errol Spence beat Kell Brook and knocked him out. Styles make fight. Like Muhammad Ali, the way he struggled with Frazier, doesn't mean Muhammad Ali the greatest of all time. Just because he struggled with Frazier don't mean he a bum, right? Just because Errol Spence struggled with a Shawn Porter don't mean nothing. Lomachenko struggled against Luke Campbell, who's not even a champion. Errol Spence fought a two-time world champion. That was the best Shawn Porter I have ever seen. Spence beat Porter at his own game. Exactly. He got more dog in him. He showed him he a better fighter than him. And he fought him at his own game and still beat him. So, like, Shawn Porter ain't got he got nothing to say because Errol Spence kept coming forward all night. Errol Spence was the aggressor most of the night. Shawn Porter was trying to be the boxer. Yeah, man, knowledge is power. Crawford, man, he Mr. Lonely. I got nobody. Like, bro, damn. He need to move to PBC for real, for real. And Crawford basically said Errol Spence is food, like, on Twitter, so I'm making a video on that. Luis, old leg don't... Huh? Luis, old legs don't do well against the king of pressure from a big, strong, young welterweight. Who's Luis? Who Luis? I don't know Luis at 150, 147. That's a top level fighter today. I'm just trying to make more sense than my friends. Well, you need to start hanging around your new friends and hang around some new ones because your friends, you are who you hang with. So if you're hanging out with some retarded motherfuckers, you are a retard too. Man, what we got, a Pacquiao in the house or something? What did this do from? He said, what do you think Crawford versus Porter? Well, Crawford came out stating he won't fight Porter because that's like his friend and shit like that. He close with his dad. And I'm like, nah, bro, you got to get any big fight you can. But I see Crawford winning that fight, but it's going to be a tough fight. But I see Crawford fighting his fight. I see Crawford fighting the outside, using the jab whenever Porter come in, hold him, go to the body, you know, pivot, use the jab. So I see Crawford winning that fight. And Crawford is a strong dude, you know what I mean? Like, Crawford is strong at the weight. He not killing himself to make the weight. Weight cut are a real thing. You definitely lose power. Spence needs to just be more active. Yeah, for sure. You know, and he need to stop gaining so much weight. Danny will knock him out. Put some money on it. See, that's how I know you an Errol Spence hater. Keith Thurman will knock him out. Keith Thurman, you probably, okay. Hey, but I bet you wasn't going with Keith Thurman when he fought Pacquiao because you look like you a Pactard. You know what I mean? And I like Manny Pacquiao. But Manny, he don't be taking no VADA tests, so you got to call it what it is. But this dude said Danny Garcia beat Keith Thurman, Errol Spence. And Keith Thurman beat Errol Spence. Like, the whole world beat Errol Spence now. You could beat Errol Spence. So tell Keith Thurman to fight him. Danny called him out, but we'll see. Danny Garcia will beat his ass and put your money on it. Danny Garcia lost to Shawn Porter. You're not making any sense. Errol Spence beating Shawn Porter. Danny Garcia lost to Shawn Porter. Danny Garcia lost to Keith Thurman. Danny Garcia been ducking Errol Spence. Like, you talking hella nonsense. Who's this? Who the hell is Danny knocked out? Are you sure? He's smoking crack. Hey, whatever you smoking, keep smoking it, because I don't want none of that stupid shit you smoking. Luis. After Spence eat Pacquiao punches for lunch, Spence will take a nap. Yeah. Oh, so Spence gonna take a nap. Last time I saw somebody take a nap was Marquez when he got knocked out by what was Pacquiao himself when he got knocked out by Marquez. Talking about taking a nap. Hey, he ain't taking no nap against Pacquiao. Best believe Pacquiao taking a nap. That's why you in denial, mate. Yeah, you in denial. Like, what are you? What is this dude retarded? Oh, mate, I know you from the UK. I could tell you from the UK because you talking about I'm in denial. You in denial that Danny Garcia lost to Shawn Porter. You in denial that Pacquiao is not taking steroids because he won't get VADA tested. You in denial that Errol Spence beat your boy. And if you believe in Danny, put your money on it. Eric James, what's up, fam? Rumors: Spence versus Danny Garcia, January 25th, Fox pay-per-view at Barclays Center. Oh shit, where'd you heard that shit from? But it sounded like something got made the way that Danny Garcia hopped in the ring and was ready to call him out and fight him and all that. But it's funny how tables turn. They didn't want no smoke with him, but now they all willing to fight him and shit. Errol Spence won his last 2 fights, beating fighters at their own game. He's the truth. Exactly, bro. Like, people say, like, they such haters. They hate to see a brother shine. Like, bro, Errol, like, when a fighter is like Floyd, technical and all that, oh, he runs. When a fighter like Errol go toe-to-toe on some Mexican-style shit and beat a fighter at his own game, oh, he exposed. Like, bro, make y'all mind up. Andre, exactly. Spence was too heavy out of camp, so that's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's why he got to do a little better. You're a Spence fan, I know, but you should know by now. I like Errol Spence, but if you think Danny Garcia will beat Errol Spence, I bet you $1,000, and we could put that shit on PayPal, whatever. But I know you ain't gonna put your money where your mouth is. You know what I mean? Because opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. And it sounds like you got a bigger asshole than everybody because sound like you've been passed around and shit on some homo shit. What the fuck wrong with this dude, man? Good fight, but not a fight of the year candidate. You tripping, bro. You tripping. What's a better fight? Name me a better fight. Andre, those Pacquiao fans don't understand. Right, bro? Pactars, man, they be ride or die. Let's do a Pactar for real. Name the top 147 pound that he fought other than Porter. You nothing. Okay, I name you with your retarded looking ass. Kell Brook. He knocked out Kell Brook, right? He was a champion. He fought Lamont Pearson that beat Danny Garcia, in my opinion, right? And he beat your favorite fighter, probably Mikey Garcia. Even though it's a 147 pounder, but he beat Lo Campbell. That was his mandatory. Like, what are you talking about, bro? And your favorite fighter's been ducking him. Danny Garcia, even Shawn Porter was ducking him. Keith Thurman been ducking him. So tell them to grow some cojones and fight him. Like, it ain't his fault that fighters don't have no cojones to fight the man. They only want to fight him now because he the money man of the division. Well, sports 101, yeah, Pacquiao still got a lot left, but Spence will beat his ass, though. I'll tell you that. Spence have stopped pulling straight back and pivot more. Yeah, exactly. Or jab and move to the right. You know what I mean? Like, but I know why fighters do that. Like, I know, because, like, even when I spar, I do that shit, but I don't got I don't practice as much as they do, so they should do better, but like, fighters go straight backward because they want to time somebody coming in and catch them with a punch, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you gotta do better, you know what I mean? If you know better, do better. You gotta circle around and shit. You can't just try to step backward and try to counter, because if you step backwards, that's how Keith Thurman got knocked down versus Pacquiao. Porter beat Usyk, Jacob in the amateurs, so he definitely a strong, durable. Spence won clearly to me. I think it was clear, but Errol Spence showed championship heart. Exactly, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Like that's a real fan right there, and a boxing fan, not just a Pacquiao fan or a fighter fan, not knowing nothing about the sport. You know what I mean? Like, I respect what you said. That's exactly how I saw it. Eric, I want to see J-Rock get the Charlo rematch. And I'd rather see him fight his little brother. I want to see what his little brother got. But the Charlo fight, man, I don't want to see him fight Charlo again, bro. I don't want to see that shit. Andre, because, like, that's, hey, J-Rock, my guy, if you don't know. Andre, this fight was a good for Errol. Now he's a different level. Yeah, like, it will make him better for sure. Yes, Pacquiao beat Mayweather. Like, this dude said Pacquiao beat Mayweather. Yo, we got a Pac-Tart in the house, bro. I called it. I knew that shit. Yeah, close your eyes. Watch that fight in slow motion in reverse, and you probably right. Yeah, that's how you watched it, right? Retarded, man. Eric, Spence should go up and fight J-Rock. He will. That's why you on my chat, and I call you a retarded 100 times, and you still on my chat. Apparently, you is a retarded person. Porter will have officially won the fight without that knockdown. Yeah, knockdown. He only won 4 rounds. How you win a fight if you landed less punches and Errol Spence landed the more effective clean punches, and he was the effective aggressor cutting off the ring, putting him on the ropes and knocked him down. Like, and the knockdown didn't do shit, but be a good look because his motto is man down. At least he put Shawn Porter down. But as far as he needed a knockdown to win, hell no. Errol Spence won that fight 8 rounds to 4. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just Porter was competitive in the rounds that Errol Spence won. Doesn't mean he gets a more victory. You give him rounds just because he was competitive.
Lane closure ahead in 3/4 of a mile.
Like that,
you're still on the fastest route.
Like, that don't happen like that. They don't understand for sure. Crawford is arm slave, man. He need to leave that dude, bro. Oscar, Floyd, Ruiz, Mikey, all these fighters left him, and you still with him, bro. Like, what's going on? Salute, family. What's going on, fam? These Pac-Tar gassed up. Yeah, man. Hey, I hope Pacquiao fight Errol Spence next. I want to see these Pac-Tars disappear from the internet. Like, I'm tired of that shit. I mean, I like Pacquiao. I don't got no problem with somebody liking Pacquiao, but goddamn, bro. these Pac-Tars on some other shit. I want Errol Spence to fight him so he could shut these Pac-Tars up. I don't see Spence losing to no one at 147. The only person that have a chance is Terrence Crawford. But even Shawn Porter would have gave Terrence Crawford a tough fight that last night, the way he fought. I want to see Porter versus Manny. Lord, what do you think? Hey, we saw what Jeff Horn did to Manny. You know what I'm saying? We saw what Jeff Horn did to Manny. So I know damn well Porter will beat his ass and bully him around the ring. It's just a bad style matchup. If Pacquiao was still more so in his prime, Pacquiao has the stamina and all that to give to beat Porter. But I believe at this point of his career, I believe Manny, I don't think he could go with a dogfight with Shawn Porter like that now at 41 years old. Salute, Aki. What's goody, fam? What's up, my man? That's my man right here. All day, every day, on the ground. What's going on? They don't want to see fight. They don't want to see Spence fight Pac-Man. Pac-Man ducking Spence. He ducking Spence. He ducking Terrence Crawford. He ducking all the real smoke. What about Porter versus Thurman too? Man, Porter will beat the shit out of Keith Thurman now. Cause Keith Thurman, he don't got his mind made up, man. He mentally out of there. Blue Blood reported an hour ago. Reported what? Reported what? Hold on, which? Oh, he probably talking about the Danny Garcia fight. Oh yeah, okay, I got you. Might need to talk about it. Errol, a dog, alpha dog for sure. Underground putting people on timeout. Stop playing. Okay. Hey, click on the like button while y'all at it. You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to go take my man to the hospital and shit, and I'm out here talking to y'all. Hopefully he ain't on the live watching talking shit. The way Porter looked and his style, I don't think Pacquiao will want to fight him either. Hell no. Porter, hey, I heard Manny Pacquiao trying to fight Mikey Garcia after Mikey Garcia got the biggest ass whooping of the year. You know what I mean? So Manny know what's up. Everybody ducking Crawford though. Yeah, I mean Crawford. Everybody ducking Errol and Crawford, but Crawford it makes it worse that he's on the other side of the street. But yeah, nobody want no smoke with no Crawford. But Errol will fight him. I believe my man will fight him. In the mind of the Pactars, Pacquiao is undefeated. Man, hold on, bro. In the mind of Pactars, Pacquiao is Jesus. Bro, this dude told them that he went and swam in the ocean and shit in the Philippines, and that restored his broken shoulder against Floyd or whatever. Like, they on some other shit, bro. They believe in prophets to this day. Like, prophets are over with and they gone. We believe Muhammad the last prophet. Pactars believe Pacquiao is a prophet. Like, on some crazy shit. The knockdown was just the cherry on top. Exactly. It's like the icing on the pudding. Like, Errol Spence already beat him. You know what I mean? Shawn Porter was beat. But that was just the icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying? I would say Crawford beat Spence. I could see that. I could see Crawford beating Spence. Like, I wouldn't like, you know what I mean? That's a good fight. But I will favor Errol Spence a little bit. But now I'm not even, I got to see more of Errol Spence, like, technically. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him box a little bit. Like, God damn, Errol, why you had to go on some Frazier shit? He went on some Ali versus Frazier shit. But, yo, it was a classic fight. I remember when everybody thought Sugar Ray Leonard was a pretty boy till he fought Duran and lost to him in the war, and then they were like, oh shit, he more than a pretty boy. Same for Errol. He proved the same thing. My man say, Kale, you don't believe that. Hey, hold on, Jay Cooley, he got Errol all day. Big A&T, what up, bro? What are your thoughts about the fight, man? I had Errol winning the fight 8-4. It was a good close fight, but Errol won the main. You know, like when a fighter scores like Errol Spence, who already landed more punches on Shawn Porter in particular rounds, and landed the more effective blows, that's automatically a round that goes to Errol Spence. You can't just give Shawn Porter rounds for being generous like a lot of people does. Like, people just overhype during the moment. I mean, I ain't saying he beat him easy, but I think him being a good southpaw and he's an orthodox is going to be trouble for anybody he fights. Yeah, I agree with you. It's going to be a good fight. I believe that's the fight of the decade as far as, like, top-level fighters. Like, Errol versus Terrence is equivalent to Pacquiao versus Floyd. Like, I'm not saying they are as good as those guys, but I believe Terrence is the closest thing to Floyd. I believe Errol Spence is the closest thing to becoming a Floyd Mayweather too, as far as a star and as good as he is, and even being entertaining at the same time. You know what I mean? Kale said, I say Crawford by unanimous decision and a good one, 100. Yeah, like I said, I can see that. Damn, man, Errol don't get no love like that. The man looked bad one fight, and everybody going against him now, man. What's going on? Jay Cooley, Bud equal Gamepack Errol Alpha. Yeah, hey, Alpha dog for sure. You know what I'm saying? But Bud, my man, bro. Like, Bud is my guy too. Like, I like Bud. You know what I mean? But I fuck with Errol too. You know, I like their energy. I like the way they approach the sport of boxing. But nah, let me drive and shit. I read y'all comments. I had to stop driving. I didn't want to get in an accident and shit. But now I'm back on the road. You know what I'm saying? But check out my new show, Split Decision, y'all. Don't forget, it's dropping tomorrow. Y'all better check it out at noon. I'm dropping it every Monday. We will be hosting it live where y'all could call in and all that. You know what I mean? And answer me questions. We answer y'all question and all that. But cool, Errol's really, hey, Errol the truth, but Bud is the real deal too. You know what I'm saying? They both cut from the same cloth. We'll see who's the better fighter though. Crawford versus Spence will be a chess match, but Spence win by decision. Yeah, that's how I got it. I don't think Errol. Hold on, where the fuck I'm going? Apex. Okay. I don't think Errol will knock out Terrence Crawford, but if Terrence Crawford fights Errol Spence and doesn't fight smart, obviously, I believe Errol could, like, stop him, but I don't think like Terrence will fight his fight. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's gonna be a split decision or a unanimous decision for your boy Errol Spence. Yo, what up, G? What's up, fam? Oh, G swag, come on, fam. How you gonna be an hour late to a live show, man? You gonna pop up our key? You gonna pop up an hour late? You know what I'm saying? What, traffic was heavy or something? Crawford, okay. Crawford, Salvador Sanchez. Okay. Yo, Salvador Sanchez, that's my favorite Hispanic fighter. Just got in, bro. Well, shit, you already know. You right on time. Just make sure you check out my new show, Split Decision, when I drop it tomorrow at noon. You know what I'm saying? We talked about the fight, argued about the fight, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Talked about Kenny Porter, you know, all that. But, you know, let's talk about Errol Spence's next fight. If it's the Danny Garcia, he will whip Danny Garcia ass. Let's not forget, Danny's not no Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter beat Danny, and Danny has more of a basic style. I believe Errol Spence will box Danny, you know, because Danny's a counterpuncher, and he hit hard. He hit way harder than Shawn Porter. So Errol Spence will resort back to boxing and playing it smart and being effective with it. You know what I'm saying? He said, I checked it out. Yo, man, bugging. Yeah, man, but see, that the thing is, he be trying to argue, you feel me? Like, so he tried to, it's a split decision, so everybody got, like, a different side. So he tried to, like, bring up a point to counter mine, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I come correct. You know what I'm saying? I do my homework. So it ain't no taking me to school. That's my job, you know what I mean? I got a doctorate degree at this shit, so... But, you know, you give it a different vibe and all that. But that's my professor. He a real good person. You know, well, he you know what I'm saying, like, he got his own opinion about the sport. He watch every fight, but he don't stay tuned with news like that. You know what I'm saying? So he be uninformed a lot. So I have to inform him and let him know on a lot of things. Spence not ready for 154 and 160. Nah. Spence, hey, B Cherry, come on, fam. You know better than that. Hold on. You know better than that. What you mean he ain't ready for 154? Errol Spence having a hard time making 147. He will be a better fighter at 154. He said it himself on Barbershop Conversation that he's having a hard time making the weight. That being said, if he moved to 154, he believes he's going to be at 90%. Right now, at 147, he comes to the fight at 70% because he's drained and his power ain't all the way there. He already said it himself. You feel me? Oh, shit. He said, OG said, you right, he wrong. Errol Spence versus my man. I appreciate it, OG, though. You my guy, though. Errol Spence versus Lara will be a good fight as well. Hey, Lara will give Errol Spence a tough fight, but one thing about Lara, he likes inside fighting. So Errol Spence will definitely take advantage of that shit. But he got to be smarter the way he fight Lara. But I see that's a good fight, too. Lara footwork will give Errol Spence a little problem, but that's a good fight. I'm glad you brought that up. Spence been ready for 154. He killing himself to make 147. Exactly what I'm saying, you know. He need to move up a weight. My man said he never said that. Lol. Yes, he did. How about you? Let's bet on it. Like, I do my homework. It was just go to Barbershop Conversation. But when Errol Spence, before he had this press conference with Shawn Porter the first time, and check out that interview. It was like a 20-minute interview, and he stated exactly what I stated. Like, I don't got no reason to lie. But click on the like button and all that. But like I said, you know, it was a good fight. But at the end of the day, Errol Spence still on top. He's still the truth. And he proved that he a dog in there. Thought on Ortiz versus Wilder, fam. Oh, man. I don't know why my man fighting him. I don't know why he fighting Ortiz. Like, the boogeyman ain't no joke. But I got Wilder by knockout. I believe he knows he could knock out Ortiz. So he's going to go for the knockout. But at the same time, he just got to be cautious so he don't get caught like he did last time. And, you know, I believe he'd be a late round knockout. But Ortiz, he better off boxing moving around, not boxing moving forward. You know, you move forward against Deontay Wilder. That's how he got hurt and almost knocked out. You don't stand your ground against Deontay Wilder. You move, bruh. Wilder, people, it's a misconception that Wilder can't box. Look at when he fought Stavern, and that was years ago. He fights good off his back foot. And Wilder already got an eraser in his right hand. So you walk forward, it doubles the damage. That's why Errol Spence should have boxed Porter if he wanted to knock him out, because he could have walked Porter in to a knockout punch. You know what I mean? But he chose not to. He chose to try to, you know, he kept his word though. He like, I'm gonna walk forward to Shawn Porter. I'm gonna show him I'm more dog than him. But at the end of the day, that's not the smartest thing to do. Lateral legs ain't what they used to be. Hold on, I can't read while I'm driving. Should be okay. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I agree with you. Larry he ain't the same guy that fought Canelo. That version would have gave Errol Spence a good fight, but this Lara, I see Errol Spence knocking. I won't go say knock him out, but I see him beating him up. But it'd be a good fight because Lara, if you could still move and pop shot, it will be definitely a great fight, a tremendous fight. Dangerous fight for Wilder 100%. Yeah, man. I believe that's a dangerous ass fight, man. I believe Ortiz is a guy that will knock out AJ. I believe Ortiz is a guy that is a better fighter than AJ. And I believe that Wilder could knock out AJ with no problem. I believe his two toughest fights at the at the heavyweight is Tyson Fury and Ortiz, and maybe Ruiz, if Ruiz could take Wilder power. But that's the problem, man. Ain't not too many people could do that shit. Won't be pretty, get the stretch ready. My man said that shit ain't gonna be pretty, huh? Hey, man, that's Wilder, man. He be violating people. He shit about to be a new meme, huh? If he said he was having a hard time making weight, why did he say he stayed 140, still unify? Because he want to unify the division. Like, why wouldn't he unify the division? Like, he already made it a goal. He want to be the undisputed 147-pounder at 147. You know who the last person that became undisputed at 147? It's freaking Zab Judah, bro. That's a long time ago. So why wouldn't he want to be the undisputed champion and make history? Because if he do, then 30 years from now, people will remember Errol Spence versus Shawn Porter fight. People will call that fight like they called Duran versus Leonard and all that shit. But if he doesn't make some legendary moves and unify and become undisputed, then people will forget about him. It wouldn't be a fight to remember like a Ali versus Frazier and shit like that. You know what I mean? All love though, no shade. No, it's all boxing talk, man. I don't take nothing personal, you know what I'm saying? End of the day, I'm just trying to like let people know, man. Don't sleep on my boy Errol just because he had a tough time with Shawn Porter, bro. Like, he beat Shawn Porter at his own game at the end of the day. Like, he ain't even fight his fight. He fought Shawn Porter fight, you know what I mean? Thought on Khabib, who? Khalid? We talking about Khalid Tuati, right? Yeah, that's my guy, man. Hey, that's my cousin. Like, so you know, I got him ride or die. I don't care who he fight. He can fight Godzilla. I'm picking my boy. You know what I'm saying? That's my dude, though. He gonna be a world champion. Man, he been grinding. He a good person. You know, he been working hard. I've been telling him to stay dedicated to his craft, and that's what he been doing. So, you know, he will be coming for that world title at bantamweight. So, be on the lookout. You know what I'm saying? But appreciate it for bringing my boy up. Check out my boy Khalid Tuati on YouTube. Check him out on Instagram. Follow Khalid Gold Tuati. All Gold Khalid, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I forgot his username, but his name is Khalid Tuati. Oh shit, what the fuck? I'm just saying, Spence should have boxed in Class Porter. Yeah, for sure. I agree with you on that. My man said knowledge power, he a beast. For sure. Appreciate it, fam. He should have fought Shawn Porter the way he fought bundle. Jab him, keep him at the end of the stick. Because like I said earlier, Shawn Porter, Errol Spence, the reason he didn't throw as many jabs as he should, because if you throw a jab at Shawn Porter, he could easily pivot and slip it and cut the distance because Errol Spence is coming forward, right? They worked on that. However, if Errol Spence tried to box and stay in the outside, then Shawn Porter would have to cut the distance, but when he slipped the jab, Errol Spence is stepping back so he could counter him. So it would have worked perfectly for Errol Spence if he worked on that in the gym and had that game plan. Like I said, the quickest way to get knocked out is trying to knock somebody out, especially like Shawn Porter. But Errol Spence, you know, he beat Shawn Porter at his own game. But like I said, just like Floyd when he struggled against Maidana in the first fight, when he fought his fight and didn't fight him in the inside, he won it easy. Just like Sugar Ray Leonard, when he fought Duran in the inside, he struggled. However, when Sugar Ray Leonard fought Duran the second time in box, he won easy. Like I said, Errol Spence should have boxed him and he would have won it in an easy fashion. But credit to Errol Spence, he still won the fight in a very entertaining match. You know what I mean? So you got to give Errol Spence his credit for actually fighting and sticking to the game plan and not let, you know, you got to be mentally strong as fuck to do that shit, bro. Fighting a guy like Shawn Porter who's wild as fuck. You know what I mean? But anyway, guys, man, thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate the love and support. Check out my new show, Split Decision. I will be hosting and dropping it every Monday at noon. So I'm dropping it. Check it out. Thank y'all for tuning in. And, you know, I got a lot of content coming. Frying people that's getting busted for PEDs. Upcoming fights, all that. You know what I mean? So check me out. At the end of the day, like I always say, subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumb about a second, don't. And listen to these Pactars or whoever y'all want to listen to. But if y'all want to get educated, check out Aki TV and subscribe below and click on the notification bell to get notified every time we go live. Click on the like button. Check out my new show that I'm dropping, Split Decision, tomorrow, and to be continue on the next episode of Aki TV. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Knowledge is power. Appreciate it, everybody at the chat. OG Swag. All of y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. And peace.